Can I have your attention, please? The following video is for creatives only. Creatives who are looking for community, collaboration, inspiration, and a behind-the-scenes look at how to live a creative life. Today's video is about the Less Lonely Patreon. Welcome. Special announcement. I have fully bought into the holding the mic look. Turn this back. Let's see. Is it focused on me? Hey, it's good to see you. My name is Andrew. You can call me Pooch. I'd like to welcome you to the Less Lonely channel. And today, I am talking to you about the Less Lonely Patreon. It may be frustrating that I'm posting a video that's literally about to ask you to invest in what I got going on, but this is the future of what I want to do as a creative person, and I really need your help. If you're engaged here on this channel, I'm just asking for help. I'm asking for you to consider what I'm gonna lay out, and if I didn't tell you, I am really glad that you're here. If I rewind all the way back to when I first started this channel, it actually was birthed I was on vacation. I just need to say something really quick about the vacation. It was so not a vacation. I literally had to fight tooth and nail to go away for my 28th birthday. And get this, I remember I got in so much trouble with my business that we had the board of advisors weigh in on whether or not they think I should go away with my wife. We have been working nonstop. I had not gotten paid for 6 months. So before you like roll your eyes and say that I was entitled and it's how ridiculous, just know that I didn't get paid anything for 6 months. It was so stupid. All right, back to the video. And it was in the midst of one of the worst times in my life ever. I had a lot going on. I spent half of the vacation cold calling. I cold called like 75 people. I think 2 actually got through to us. I was in a marketing position. I was doing video advertisements with a marketing strategy behind them. And I was lying to myself then, but I can be honest now, I actually hated what I was doing. I thought it was what I wanted to do. I thought it was the dream to have a business, and the potential to make all of this money was so exciting to me. But I quickly learned that only gauging things through the financial lens, it was going to lead me to down a path that I didn't want. So why am I sharing all this? Well, I remember sitting in a pool and just explaining how frustrated I was and how lonely I was as a creative person. I was trying to get my start. I was trying to learn how to make videos that didn't just look like Casey Neistat videos or Peter McKinnon videos. I wanted to be myself. I wanted to figure out how to make art and make creativity my living. And I pitched this idea of like being less lonely. Loneliness was a feeling and emotion that I had for a very long time growing up, and to this day, feeling lonely and lost. And I said, hey, what if I just started talking about that honestly on the internet? My friends said, yeah, sounds cool, go for it. The channel started as a vlog channel, as you guys remember, and I just kind of walked around Memphis and shared, existential thoughts and things like that. I was 28, I was going through it, but it evolved, and I felt more comfortable to bring in the things that I do for a living, videography, photography. I felt better about talking about my passions. I felt better about talking more as an authority as opposed to someone who was just learning, because the whole point was to bring you in on the creative journey. This really is what I want to do full time. I have a business. I run Casa Creative out of Memphis, and I love that. And there's a lot of things still cooking with that. I don't plan to leave that. But this is something that I see as the long game. Years into the future, I'm still making this. I'm still making videos. I'm still creating alongside of you. And this is where the Patreon comes in. So I was talking with my wife, and we were figuring out what makes the most sense. How do we be honest and open with pricing, and how do we deliver the highest value that we possibly can when it comes to the Less Lonely Patreon? So here's how I want to do that. We're gonna start with 2 tiers. They're gonna be priced very fairly. I believe it's $5 and $8. The only difference between the 2 tiers is that the higher tier, you'll have access to one-on-one conversations, but I'll get more into the perks on that later. What we wanted to do is we wanted to not make this a very expensive, heavy lift. Not because it isn't valuable, not because I don't think that, eventually one day maybe the prices will change, but because I don't want the barrier to be big financial expectations. I want it to be viewed as an investment in your creative future, just as much as it would be an investment in my creative future. And here's how I want to be able to do that. I want to provide perks that are valuable to you. If you follow me on Instagram, then you might know that I have a private channel. There's about 50 people on there right now, where I just simply share questions or thoughts that I have. And I asked recently, what is the most valuable thing for you. And what I found was, yes, the one-on-one conversation is incredibly valuable. There's also value for a group Discord where we can all have input in the conversation. But the second highest value was that you want behind the scenes access as to how I create, how I think, how I make these videos, how I make large productions, how I make the Iceland project, how I can write a photo book, how I can make a music video, how I can write an album, all of these things that I'm doing. That was really interesting to you. And that's what's super interesting to me as well. I would love to be able to just set up my camera while I'm in the studio, while I'm working, and know that this is going to be of value to you. So we've got one-on-one discussions, we've got a group Discord, we've got behind the scenes. If this is interesting to you, if this is something that you think, hey, I would like to invest in what Pooch is doing because I want to be doing something similar to him, maybe not exactly the same thing, but I want to be creating full time. I want to be making content for the internet, and I don't know how. I want to be someone who is open to creative community and connection. If that is you, then I highly recommend you check out the link. It's going to be in the description. It's going to be, down below here as well. At the end of the day, even if you decide not to do this, even if you decide not to even watch up until this point, I just want to say, like, from the bottom of my heart, I am incredibly thankful that anyone shares any interest in what I have going on. I really love what I'm doing, but it really is just awesome to know that there are some folks out there who also feel the same way. So thank you for considering. Thank you for being part of my creative journey so far. I really do see the future as bright and exciting. I want to do so much more. I want to be able to do so much more with you. And that really gets me excited. Thank you for considering the Less Lonely Patreon. I'm going to open it up like in the next week or so. So get ready. I'm very excited. Peace.